There's a real good chance that a lot of the guys in this club bought their first homes under the GI Bill. Things have really changed. The American dream of owning a home, that story now seems to be more about people losing their homes. As we continue our coverage of St. Louis facing the mortgage crisis, Anne-Marie Berger tonight has a story about one young couple, one home, how they got in it, and how they plan to stay.
The Jeff-Vander-Lou neighborhood in North St. Louis is hearing some familiar sounds. Habitat for Humanity St. Louis is building in the neighborhood again. Back in the summer of 2004, Habitat organized a 20-home blitz build just south of St. Louis Avenue. In 2006, they completed another 20. And this spring, near Grand Avenue and Martin Luther King, a new section of new houses started going up.
Well, we have a total of 27 homes being built. We're building in 3 phases. So right now we're in phase 1, which is the first 10 homes. Right now all 10 homes are framed and they're putting on the siding and the exterior finishes right now.
It's 4 bedrooms altogether. It's 2 on the main floor, 1 on the top floor, and 1 in the basement. 2 baths.
Megan Waters and her husband Brian have been building their new home along with volunteers since April. They're both 23 years old and have 3 young daughters. They've been renting an apartment, and owning their own home is a priority.
It's real important. I basically got sick of renting and, you know, calling the landlord, never wanting to come fix anything. And after so long, we were on a month-to-month, and then they raised the rent and tried to add in extra fees, and I just was ready to just have my own.
But for the Waters, owning their own home seemed like an unreachable dream.
Because I remember when we were going to get a house before we found out about Habitat, I think it was about 6% interest they were going to offer us for maybe the most was like $60,000 house.
That's not going to get you much.
No. I can say even family members of mine lost their homes, foreclosed, and things of this sort. So it's pretty tough having a house in this market.
Home foreclosures are a growing problem for people across the St. Louis region. According to one website, RealityTrack.com, the Jeff-Vander-Lou neighborhood has about 15 properties in pre-foreclosure or ones that are already owned by the bank. However, that is much less than other neighborhoods.
No power?
Habitat for Humanity strives to put families in good, affordable homes with interest-free loans.
These homes are sold to families like the Waters for around $100,000, which, because they are built by volunteers, is significantly less than market value. So with instant equity in the house and payments they can afford, you'd think these families would be safe from any possible mortgage problems.
Because of the fact our homeowners are zero interest, they really get preyed upon by people with predatory lending. They get equity in their house a lot quicker than somebody paying interest does, because from day one, you know, a large chunk of their payments going towards principal. So
hey, really, take out that home equity line of credit.
Absolutely, or refinance and give up that zero interest mortgage because, hey, we could give you a check today for $10,000. And, you know, when you're that single mom looking at those kids who need new clothes and the car needs to be fixed and school starts in a month, that $10,000 can look awfully attractive.
All right.
Habitat has to make sure they're delivering the message that taking out additional loans and refinancing is not worth it, and something their home buyers will come to regret. They start communicating responsible home ownership right from the start.
Once they are selected, we have educational classes. We want to see our homeowners not just become homeowners, but become successful homeowners.
We went through some CD financial classes with CD Mortgage, just basically how to save money, budget money.
So a couple of classes that we do every year related to home maintenance and related to financial literacy, really understanding what it means to make mortgage payments, what's an escrow, why are those things important, why is it important to make those on time.
Your credit score determines everything. It's pretty big. when buying anything, how to budget money, save money. If you know you're going to the bank, how you can just basically save with just writing a check versus getting a money order. We learned a lot of things with money managing.
Are you getting any more requests from people or inquiries because of foreclosures happening and less people being able to stay in homes?
Every single day. You know, the housing crisis has, in my opinion, been both a good thing for affordable housing, which I think has a hard time resonating on a national level, and now suddenly it is, but for all the wrong reasons.
And those wrong reasons are that mortgage problems aren't just hitting the working class, they're hitting every class. Habitat for Humanity St. Louis has set a goal. By 2015, they will be building 50 houses a year. But as the need for affordable mortgages grows, so does the number of families they can't help.
The tough economic turn means that we do have more people in demand for our services. People who probably would have never considered Habitat for Humanity as the program for them are now suddenly going, well, maybe Habitat is the answer. It's great we're doing 27 houses this year. It's great we did 25 last year and we're doing 28 next year. But we get 1,000 people calling our offices in a couple of months. I mean, it is nonstop, the number of folk who are in need of our services.
There are agencies that can help current homeowners work through their mortgage situation before foreclosure happens. Visit KETC.org for more information.
Tap it a little and then we can slide this in.
But this year, Habitat will help 27 families afford their homes, and no one is happier than the Waters family.
And then for my kids to be able to come out, like I said, and play, we weren't able to do that at our apartment. So for them to be able to come out and play in our own yard, fenced in, it's exciting, it's awesome. We're blessed, me and my husband and my children, and I can't wait to get a barbecue pit back here and have a barbecue.